entries there. So basically, we are still in. We are still in. And if you're also still in, you just need to hold on to those trades because of that's a major selling zone where it is. Let me just start my analysis afresh so that you see why we got that entry point that we have there. Right. So Nasdaq, let me show you something that is key, especially for this week. This week, this week, this week, this week, this week. Okay. So the most important thing is to know what is currently happening on the Nasdaq. Just for you to have a rough idea of overall what is happening, so that you appreciate the fact that this is going to be a swing sell. So basically, looking at overall structure on Nasdaq, overall structure, obviously, I'm referring to the whole entire major structure, like overally. I think I've explained this on most of the webinars that we've done and most of the sessions that we've done. I've explained obviously what is happening on Nasdaq, like overally, like the overall structure, like to the upside, it's actually bullish. As you saw, we got a major break there. That was a major break of structure that Nasdaq did there. So after this major break of structure, remember what I've taught you over and over, that all your retail patterns, your retail concepts and all that, they follow behind institutional trading. The same way indicators follow behind retail price action is the same way your retail concepts also follow behind institutional trading. So basically, it is the institutions that move price. So it is a must for you to understand institutional trading, because if you don't understand institutional trading, you realize that you always find yourself being part of the victims that are manipulated on the market. So this one now is inside structure. That is the overall external structure. So the overall external structure, according to the overall external structure, that is a major higher high. This is a major higher, swing higher low. This is swing higher low. That's a swing higher high. Swing higher low, swing higher high. We haven't established a new swing higher high. How do you know that a new swing higher high has been established? When this internal order flow here, when it shifts from bullish to bearish. The same way here, internal order flow shifted from bullish here to bearish. It's the same way we want it to happen also. If you go to the daily, you can actually see it much more clearer. That the change there of internal order flow, where it shifted from being bullish to bearish on the daily is much more clearer. Like this, if you notice on the daily, that was your inducement like this, and this is where your order flow changed, which is where we got our major. That was where our major swing higher high was established here. Just by this formation that happened here. We induced there, we broke structure there. This was still internal structure that was still being respected. So there, at that point where internal structure is changed from being bullish to being bearish, that's your swing level. That's your swing leg there. So that was a swing higher high. So even here, you realize that where internal structure also shifted from being bearish to now being bullish there. That's now our swing higher low. So we now have our swing higher low, we now have our swing higher high. And here for this market to create a new swing higher high, it has to first break this internal bullish, because this internal order flow is actually bullish currently. That internal order flow is currently bullish. The most important things when it comes to you drawing and marking your structure and levels is always to identify first your inducement leg. Once you identify your inducement leg, this was inducement there. Then they broke here, just coming from the left here. They broke there. That was all still bearish order flow, still being respected. So there where they did that major change there, that was now a swing leg. It means we are now going overall up. So here, internal order flow is still bullish, as you can see. It is still bullish. This was an adjustment as well. That was an adjustment like this. Let me just label them for someone who might need to know the correct level. So right now, we are currently in bullish order flow internally. So long this bullish internal order flow is still intact, this market is still going to push forward to the upside. And remember, those that also managed to listen to most of even the webinars that I did, I showed you that we have a major projection to the upside. We have a major projection to the upside whereby we came from this low, we went to that high, and I'm targeting negative 27% is there and negative 61.8 is there. Those are very key levels that the market will always push towards. So those are other major targets that Nasdaq can reach even in the next following months this year. But currently, we are looking forward to the market giving us a pullback into inside this. Inside, why am I saying it's going to be a pullback? Because the only change of character is going to be this one. This change of character is going to mean that this is now our swing higher high, of which I'm not expecting it to be here. So roughly, according to the whole overall Nasdaq bias, I'm still anticipating whatever sell that is going to happen here, it is going to be a pullback within this region. Then we continue all the way to the upside. So that's a very powerful thing to realize, because once you see what I'm going to show you on the lower time frame, the 1 hour, the 4 hour, you realize that we have established an internal higher high, on internal structure higher high, because the previous internal high was this one, right? Where they took out that leg there, that inducement daily leg. And remember, your daily inducement is actually your H4 change of character for those that have been attending some of the webinars and all that. So yeah, this is an extreme target that you can use for ourselves. We can use that extreme level there. We can use that extreme. Why? Because if you notice, even this first pullback, it was a very, very, very shallow pullback. This one, very shallow, didn't even get anywhere. So even this one now, we expect it to be at least a fair one, whereby it comes even here, then boom, shoot all the way to the upside. So it's going to be a very interesting year, basically, for Nasdaq. Honestly speaking, those that have been hearing me talk, I've been saying this over and over as if it's based on it's based on what we'll be looking at on the charts. It's based on the details that the charts will be showing us. So whatever, if ever you see a change of character on a lower time frame there, it's simply a higher high of this internal structure. It will simply be a higher high of this internal structure. Once you have a higher high of that internal structure, it means you're anticipating a pullback now to create a higher low. So this will now be your Fibonacci. And those that know me very well, they know that even these Fibonacci legs here, you can even use them as TP targets. For example, you realize that the sell that you are in on Nasdaq, I want you to be so bold this coming week. I want you to be so bold with yourself and hold it all the way to at least here, because once it gets there, it can get a pullback, because it will now be flowing in bearish order flow. It can flow something like this, like this, like this, like this, up until they get to their zone before the overall push. So at least before they do any major pullback, they have to touch at least 30.2% there. So right there on 30.2%, I want you to actually hold all the cells that we're in. We are going to hold to here. So this is our money for this week. That is our money for this week. It's a good, very beautiful, high probability sell on Nasdaq. The good part about these entries is that you're actually entering them at the tip where the move is beginning. Imagine entering a pullback, even if it's still, for example, in this case, it's still an internal structure pullback, right? This internal order flow, right? It's still an internal structure pullback, but even though, nonetheless, it will still be a lot of money, because you're entering at the where it's starting. You realize that a lot of people, they'll jump in the Nasdaq sell based on a trend line breakout, maybe around here. Someone will want to enter based on that. Someone will enter late based on that, which is a late entry, because by the time you do that, you realize maybe the market is always, it would have taken this leg. So by then, it will want, maybe it can continue here, then maybe give you a pullback, then a continuation like this, you see? So this is everything that I'm anticipating for this whole week of Nasdaq. The setup is ready. Everything is ready. Is in place. We are in already. That's also the good part about it. So our first major target, please don't close this trade. I see people who trade in a funny way. Trade in a funny way. Why do I call it trading in a funny way? Because how can you enter, like, for example, one hour candle, one 4 hour candle, and you're already jumping out of a trade. You're not the one who did the prediction. You're not the one who gave yourself the signal. The setup was not yours. The analysis was not yours. You don't even, because by the time the market starts to move in our favor, you might not even hear me giving any Nasdaq signal, right? Because the one that I would have given, I know that that one, if it's held properly, I'm anticipating it to reach certain levels to the downside. So don't panic in and out of trades. This is not the time to be doing that. This is not even the time to be panicking in and out of trades like that. You need to be so wise in your trading, be so wise and make sure that you are maximizing on all. Once a good setup has presented itself, maximize it to the fullest so that tomorrow, if ever we don't get any good setup, you don't have any challenge. You're not mumbling of of the market not giving you any opportunities. So here you can see that nothing happened here. If you notice here, this was a low here. This was the low. They broke. This was the break there. Then here, this was the same high. So in other words, this was one push, one pullback. Just in case someone thinks there was an adjustment, there was no adjustment there. There was no adjustment that happened there to make any of that a higher low or a higher high there. There was no adjustment there. So when you're looking at it from a 4 hour perspective, our higher high is going to be the high that is going to take out adjustment. If you notice, there was no adjustment that was collected all the way to the upside. Same thing here. According to this structure, that what made that, because right now you're now flowing in internal structure now, because the external structure legs had already been established. The external structure leg was this one and that one, right? So these internal structure legs, when you're looking at it from a 4 hour perspective, here, my higher high is going to be the, for example, in this case, the high that is going to take out this adjustment. That was my higher high. My higher low is also going to be the low that is also going to take out adjustment here. Or when you're looking at it from a 1 hour perspective, you can actually see a change of character to the upside. Same thing. You're talking about the same thing. So the difference is just the difference in time frames, but the whole concept is the same thing. Same thing. Same thing. This is considered one move, one move, one move, one move, one move. Then they collected their adjustment there, according to the 4 hour structure. Then when you go lower at 1 hour, you actually see that the 4 hour, remember the 4 hour adjustment, when you look at it from a 1 hour perspective, you actually see it as a change of character, which is a confluence of time frames that most people, they're not even uh, well educated of most of those things. So Nasdaq, this week it's sells all the way. So right now, what did I see? I saw number one on the 4 hour, I saw an adjustment, which is this. For our adjustment, we now have our higher high, our internal structure higher high, we now have it. So what do we now need? We now need a higher low. So in order for us to get a higher low, the market must drop. Drop where? Towards which levels? First TP is here, 38.2. It can get to 38.2, give you maybe a slight pullback, break 38.2, pull back to it, then finally tap maybe this extreme if it wants to get to the extreme before the overall push to the upside. So during this entire time, we will be trading the Nasdaq bearish order flow. This week, we are trading this move to the downside, this sell all the way to 38.2. This is our opportunity for this week. Next week, you might realize that it might be a different situation depending on where Nasdaq will be. For example, if ever you realize that maybe it has broken here and it has tapped 38.2, maybe it can give you a slight pullback. Remember, as it will be flowing now, when you go to 1 hour, you actually realize that it will now be flowing. It's actually now flowing in bearish order flow. Let me go down to the 1 hour, which is right. This is the 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame. What I'm calling an H4 inducement. Look at this. What I'm actually calling an H4 inducement on 1 hour. When you look at it, it's actually a change of character, because the inducement here on 1 hour is this one. That's their inducement there. That's their break of structure there. This was the 1 hour. Then there, that's where it changed character there. That's why we are now in a bearish order flow. It's all confluence. That H4 adjustment, it has made this a higher high. This 1 hour change of character, it has also made this a higher high. Same things, same concept, just being distributed in different time frames, which is where the confluence of time frames comes in. Right now, we currently tapped an extreme supply zone there, which was a high probability level. All the supplies up there were mitigated. At the other point, we tapped a very significant Fibonacci level, 88% there. High probability setup, high probability level. So remember, I told you we are targeting down here. down here, that's where I want you to hold yourselves onto. Don't even panic out of these trades. High probability setups like this, they are not presented each and every single day, right? You realize that throughout the week, many people will be trying to jump in these cells, but those are not high probability entry points. The high probability entry points are the ones that I'm showing you now. So some people, you realize that throughout the week, maybe someone would draw this, someone might draw this, someone might draw this, right? And maybe scaling. Guys, can you see my chart? Someone is saying they can't see my chart. Are you telling me I was talking and you're not seeing my chat through all this time?
No, we
Can you
can
all
see
see my
them.
chat?
Yes,
You
we
can
can
see it?
see.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
That one I don't know. They have to fix their network, that one. So someone throughout the week will jump in because of this. And remember what I've told you, trend lines are not the reason. They are not the reasons why this market is going down. No. They are not the reason there why this market will go down. No. The market is going down because of institutional structure and institutional understanding. The institutions, remember, they are the ones that are pushing price, not retail traders. So these will just be extra. These will just be small boys now entering here, but us now, the big boys, we entered all the way up there. So even after breaking this, you can even see them coming back up. So I'm not saying it's going to be respected like that, but I'm just showing you some of the entries that your small boys are waiting for to enter there. But basically, the best perfect entry is where we are in 88%. We have a lot of confluences supporting this trade. Fibonacci retracement, major supply, extreme supply level, order flow is bearish. Order flow is now bearish. We're at a very high probability level there. So even inside here now, to confirm that entry, all they had was to tap a zone. Once they tap a zone, then they come and give us this change of character there. So this mini change of character inside there is a confirmation to say this, we can't break above there now. We can't break above there. That's the confirmation there. So any cells that are below that high, this high here, any cells that are below there, they are safe. Any cells that's basically what this means. This one. It means this is now, we can't go above there now. So even if I take 100 cells here below this high, whether from there, from here, or even from where it is now, even if I take 100 cells there, I'm safe based on this understanding. I'm safe based on this understanding. So as we are in, I remember personally, my cells, some of them, they're here, up there. Others are here, others are just scaled in down here as it was moving. But this is our trade for the week. This is a trade that I want you to hold the whole week. Monday, Tuesday. Don't panic when you see the market. Do you know there are people that even panic even when the market is moving their way? Once they see themselves in profit, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, still holding, Thursday, it takes someone with an understanding of what is happening on the market to have that boldness and that confidence, that the boldness and confidence that it takes to hold a trade all the way to TP. It doesn't just come from boldness and confidence. It comes from one's understanding of structure. Your understanding of structure is what gives you boldness and confidence to hold the trade all the way from the best perfect entry point to the best perfect exit point. So don't think that it's just natural confidence. No, it's not. No, it's not natural confidence. It's confidence and boldness that is being derived from basically what the market is doing. So this is our major trade for this week. Please, 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 if you are in, hold it all the way to to where I'm telling you. Hold it all the way. Hold it all the way. This is the money for the week. You might not even hear me talking about any other. I might not even talk about any other pair through the week because I'll be focusing on the pair that is giving you the high probability setup, right? So don't jump out of the trade. Don't. This is a high probability setup. You won't see them every day. The market is now in bearish order. So here, once it comes to break this structure on the H1, you see that it now be flowing in bearish order flow. Then once it taps maybe this 38.2, that's where maybe we can have that's when you can have a pullback. So you realize that maybe our pullback will start from here. Once it does this, it can give maybe a pullback to around there and continue. So it will just be a continuation all I'll be giving you is I'll be giving you the continuation cells, continuation cells, continuation cells. So this from here to there, hold this cell. That's a lot of money on Nasdaq. This is a lot of money on Nasdaq. Even if you entered one position on a small account, I don't know whatever, but it's actually good money on Nasdaq. So this is an opportunity. So even going down 30 minutes, I'm just going there, but it's just going there. But my major analysis and my major bias and my major structures and everything, we have already done. So here, the market will never break. So even here, I saw even 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 on Friday, even when it came back to test this level, that was an opportunity to even go hard there. If it comes back to test here, this was an opportunity to even go harder. You even increase your take as many as you want. Your stop loss is just above here. You know that market mustn't close above there. So these are some of the aggressive entries that you see some of us entering. You see me entering 10 fives, right? At such a level like that. It's not because I'm reckless. No, I'm too much confident, and also due to the understanding that I have on the market, and also the confluences and the confirmations that I have on that trade. I'm not entering aggressively because of emotions or out of the desire to just enter. No, 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 no. So inside here, before they even get to our major target, they can play around, but hear me, I want you to hold all the way. You just focus on holding. Focus on holding. We'll be doing our live sessions every day, and we'll just be tracking how it is moving. Tomorrow we'll do our morning session. I think from around between 8 to 10 there, we'll start our morning session. Our morning live YouTube session will be live. And we'll be together live. You'll be seeing how it's flowing. You'll be seeing how it's flowing. So here, inside here, they can do something like this. Maybe do this. Go. So it's just a confluence of time frames. A confluence up until they get here. Up until they get here and even ultimately to that yellow zone there. It's just a confluence. It's just a confluence. So Nasdaq, this is my overall analysis. Why I'm anticipating what I showed you now. I showed you why I'm anticipating major sales there. So when you hear me saying Nasdaq major sales, I'm not just talking, I'm not just opening my mouth and talking. I've analyzed and reanalyzed and reanalyzed and reanalyzed and reanalyzed and reanalyzed. I don't just come and say things out of my head. No. So Nasdaq, that's the setup, and we anticipate a very good week, very, very beautiful, profitable week. I want you to maximize on this setup, maximize on this opportunity, make as much as you can make this throughout this entire week with just this setup on Nasdaq. So going forward to US30, you realize that we almost have a similar situation. We almost have a similar situation on Nasdaq, on US30 as well. We almost have a similar situation. So I think I'll stop on US30. Then on another Zoom, I will do also GBP USD and gold. So I just want to do it like that. So US30 and Nasdaq, those that have been listening to me for a while now, you realize that I did tell you about the indirect, the delayed direct correlation that Nasdaq and US30 have. The delayed direct correlation. It's a delayed direct correlation. They're direct, but someone is always ahead of that, of in the middle of that direct correlation. So this is what happened. Same thing here on Nasdaq. They did a major break. Major break that you saw on Nasdaq is also the same major break there. This is now my swing. My swing higher low is this one. My swing higher high is this one. Same thing that you saw on Nasdaq. Same situation that you saw on Nasdaq. Same situation that you saw on Nasdaq is this one. Our internal structure changed to there. Broke structure there. Broke against structure there. That is all that just internal structure or internal order flow there. This was now just all internal structure. So for it to say when I've now established a swing high, it has to establish, just to break this internal bullish order flow, of which I'm anticipating still Nasdaq to pump to the upside. Pump to the upside there. Pump to there. Pump to there. Yeah, those levels. Those two levels there. Those are my major targets as well for US30. The same thing that I showed you on Nasdaq. They can reach those targets. Then after they reach there, that's where they can even reach as far as -100%. -100%. For those that are in the class, you are aware that -100% is a full move zone. If a market wants to make a full move, if it wants to make a full move, once they have confirmations down here, they will buy sharply, all the way up until they reach there. Once they reach there, they can even create their swing high up there. Once they've created it, they'll come down and maybe create uh, a swing higher low somewhere. Maybe they can even come all the way here to the extreme there. That is after they've gotten all the way to the upside. So here they'll come after establishing a swing higher high. That's why they'll come all the way to this one. That's why they'll come all the way to this one. I'm already giving you this is a yearly. Do you know that this is the yearly bias that I'm giving you? You know what is going to happen in January, February. Throughout, you actually know. So whatever movements that you see happening, it's no longer going to be a surprise anymore because you have been informed. You have been informed. You have been informed. So right now, looking at internal structure, I have this internal extreme supply, extreme demand, I mean, right? Which can also be a target for our sales once we have confirmation, obviously. So because internal structure is bullish now. So for them to continue, they have to come and take out inducement, as you all know, that before they continue buying, they will wipe out inducement, then go wipe out inducement, change of character. This was a change of character here, not a breakout structure. So change of character there, they collect inducement, then they go break structure, collect inducement, then we go. It's a repetition of the same thing over and over. You get to a certain point in your trading career where you begin to wonder, so why are people not making money? Why are people not really making money? They don't have the same understanding that you have at that stage. That's the best answer that you can ever give yourself. Understanding it differs. Understanding it goes with levels. Understanding what's happening on the market, it goes with levels. People will understand the markets uh, in levels and dimensions. There are dimensions and levels to understanding. There's a certain level of understanding on the markets that you will never find on the internet, unless the person who is beholding that understanding decides to publish it. There's a certain level of understanding on the markets that you will never. You can fight this truth all you want, but that's the honest, genuine truth. There's a certain level of understanding on the markets that you will never find on the internet. You will never. It's unsearchable. It's called unsearchable wisdom, unsearchable knowledge, and unsearchable understanding. If you don't know about that, go and research about that. Even Google will even tell you. Go and Google on Google. Google on Google. Ask Google. Ask Mr. Google. Mr. Google, is it everything that people know that is here that you publish or that is found here on Google? It will be if it's the correct Google, it can openly tell you that no, there's a lot of mysteries concerning the markets that you will never find it on the internet. So right now, coming down, 38.2, as I said, is also the same target that we're anticipating. First target, because after it reaches here, it can give maybe a slight pullback before it continues up until they come to maybe the extreme there, if they want to come to the extreme, and shoot all the way to the upside. So once we have all the details like that, I can now go even, let me start to the 4-hour. Let me start on the 4-hour. So this is the daily inducement, as you all saw. That's my daily inducement. Then here, according to the 4-hour, this is one leg up, one leg up, one leg down, one leg up, one leg down, blah, blah, blah. So at least I want it to take out this leg here on the 4-hour. It will be a 4-hour inducement that would have been wiped out there. So let's go down to the 1-hour. Let's get and extract more information there. Right. So on the 1-hour, I can see something that is also something that is also of value, something that is also of value, something that is also of value. I can also say something that is also of value. I want you to listen to me now, because this is an H4 inducement kind of that you want to see. But here on the 1 hour, we can see we can see something here. Something happened here. You will realize that it seems as if, or it's actually as if it's actually that US30 actually did the same move that you're anticipating on Nasdaq. US30 actually did it ahead, ahead, ahead. Block structure there, change character right here. So if they did this, that's now our higher high according to that internal structure and internal order flow, blah, blah. So it means our sales, we are now safe to take them all the way down to our targets down here. This can also be a target that you can use to the downside. So here, they started selling from here, from that supply area there. That's where they started to sell. Change character came back, you would have sold there. So you're selling. So whatever is happening now, this is all inside structure that is flowing in a bearish way. Inside structure that is flowing in a bearish way. So currently, someone is busy targeting here, right? Which is a good short-term target, right? But you can even extend it all the way to here, and a hold is even all the way to maybe some level of demand as well. Yeah, that's how you maximize basically. So here, they now came inside, also did this change there, the same change that Nasdaq did there. It's that same change there. That small change that you saw, that after this change, it came back to establish this level as a level that mustn't be taken out, that mustn't be broken. Once it does that, no matter how many times it comes back there, you can go as aggressive as you want. The market will never take you out. Enter there, your TP, you can extend because you want to maximize. You always want to make sure that you maximize. You maximize, you maximize. You can even maximize like that or even go beyond and target there. So US30 as well is also flowing. And it seems kind of that it's kind of ahead of the Nasdaq. Actually seems like that. So US30, you might see something like a break there. Once they break there, they might not need to come back. They will just continue flowing. Why? Because up there, most of the supplies they've tapped there, they've tapped here. So there's no reason to. So here it will just be a continuation to the downside. Currently, I'm in sales already also on US30. I took sales also on Friday, right there here on this zone because of that what I saw, and it actually moved well. Stop loss on break even now. It's now a risk-free trade. So the best entry that I want you to partake in is the Nasdaq because it's still up there. It's different from this US30. So Nasdaq is still up there. So you focus there, you invest your money, more of the money there. Then this will just be a continuation, but this will just be a continuation of a move that it already began all the way up there. So this week as well, I'm anticipating the same move also on US30. Also on US30. So here inside structure here, they are now just flowing bearish. So someone doesn't know how to mark structure, that's your lower high. That's your high, I mean. Then where they changed character here, right? So we have this as a low. Our next lower low is going to be the low that is going to take out inducement. If you follow structure, well, you realize that this was push, came back, same leg, same leg. So this is one pullback, came down, went up, same leg, then they broke. After breaking, they eventually took out the inducement there. When it's safe, place sell on your third Bramike. I said focus on Nasdaq sales. Why? Because it's still up there. Nasdaq is still up there where your third is coming from. That's why I said invest your money there. If you didn't take the US30 sell again from up there, like some of us, so it means you can as well wait. Now you just be waiting for basically let me see, but focus on what I'm actually giving you now. It's to actually help you. So we're coming from a lower high, we're targeting to take out this low. So on the 30 minute, if I remove this, which I don't need at this point, they are targeting this minor internal structure there. They've mitigated most of the supplies up there. That's why I put this trend line to show you that they can even break here and continue going all the way down. So if you are going to enter based on this bias of the trend line, it means you just sell after there, stop loss a little bit above, then you just watch and see how much they flow to the downside, because most of the levels they've been mitigated up there. That's for US30. But for Nasdaq, it's still on the zone. It's still on the zone up there. That's why I said invest your money there. It's a matter of wisdom. You know, trading is a matter of US30 is almost down here, right? Almost coming to the break there. And Nasdaq is still all the way up there. Where I'm saying sell there. Sell there. Focus on Nasdaq and sell there. US30, you might enter a sell, obviously a minor sell after the break there of the trend line, blah blah. But that's not the most important high probability entry is this one, where it's in a very good range, very good zone, where it's actually the move is starting all the way up there. Once you enter, when the move starts there, by the time the market gets to the TP there, you'll be in a good amount of profit. So guys, those are the two analyses that I'm having on Nasdaq and US30 for this week. I hope you are going to partake in this opportunity on Nasdaq. The markets are opening tonight. Is it 11 p.m. or 12? I don't know. 11 p.m. Yeah, somewhere around there. That's where the markets will open. So please, if you're not in the sale, please join the sale. Join the sale. Let's hold these sales throughout this entire week. The good part, will be having our live sessions each and every single day. We'll be monitoring the two trades, the two setups that we spoke about before even the market opened. You know, it's one thing to talk about a move after it has happened. It is also another thing to talk about a move before, way before it happens. Those are two different levels of market intelligence that are so unique. So guys, thank you for watching. You'll find the video just now on YouTube. I'll publish it now just on YouTube. You'll find the video straight away now on YouTube. So I think as I will be uploading the video, we might have a mini synthetic indices live trading session on YouTube as well, just now as well. So expect that, expect the video also now, also expect a live. I'll look at gold and GBP USD separately. Here, I just wanted to focus on NAS and US30. I'll do another Zoom as well today, obviously. I'll do another video, Zoom. I'll tell you once I'm starting it. We do it. I'll do GBP USD and gold only for that one. Then we'll push our week like that. And you'll see that it's going to be a very profitable week if you listened and paid attention to what I was saying. So guys, thank you for watching. You'll see the video just now on YouTube.